Hey guy, hey, smell my flower.
Oh, I got dead again. This game stinks.
Welcome. Today we're going to be comparing a $5 and a $50 Twitch package off of Fiverr. Generally, they include things like logos, overlays, screens, and panels. If you're like me, you probably searched Fiverr Twitch on YouTube, and really there's only 2 videos that actually compare different packages that you can get on Fiverr. So I decided that I would go ahead and make my own because most of this is either not related or it's just emotes or sub badges or yeah, just random stuff. So I did a little bit of browsing already and I've already found basically 2 packages that I want. One was $5 and one was $45, and 50 sounds better in a title, so we're gonna go 5 versus 50. This one included a lot of different stuff, such as a logo, overlay, panel, overlay text, background music, and sound effects. I can't imagine I would use much background music, but I guess if I had an alert or something with a sound effect, that would sound cool. But I don't see alerts in the list, so I don't know what I would use a sound effect for, but it does come with that. And I get custom animation and custom colors. Maybe that's what they meant when they said animation. Maybe that was like an alert or something. But really what I'm interested in these is the logo. So I have 2 packages. This one I ended up going with the premium and then I added on stuff so it came out to $45. This one basically comes with the same thing. You get more panels and you get sub badges, you get avatar pictures. I'm guessing that's just a logo. And you also get alerts. This one for sure has alerts, and I believe it is animated. I actually added on animations. If we look on the details, you can see that I added a logo design, animation, and social media kit. This basically means that it's set up for YouTube and Twitter and other social medias that I might want to use this logo that I'm buying, just using it on different platforms as well. So this one came out to $47.25, and the other one came out to $7 exactly. Both of them have unlimited revisions. And this first one that I bought actually says that it will be completed in 3 hours. She actually messaged me and clarified, or she didn't clarify, but she asked for more time. I'm assuming by 3 hours it means if you need it done in 3 hours, she can do it in 3 hours, but she typically probably takes more time because frankly doing all of this in 3 hours seems kind of like a lot. The other one started off by saying that it was going to take about 8 days. On the package, it says 3 days, but as soon as I ordered it, it was bumped to 8 days. I don't know if that's because of the extra stuff that I added, but it probably is because of the extra stuff. But since I added animation, logo design, and social media kit, things that you should probably get if you're going to drop $50 on a package, it's going to take more time. So I pretty much asked for the same thing in both packages. For this one, it was a lot briefer. She didn't ask for as much information, so I didn't really give her as much. I linked my socials and my links, twitch.tv/LucianoTV and twitter.com/TheLucianoTV. I forgot to put in YouTube, but oh well. I gave her my favorite colors and basically an idea for what I would like my logo to be. I'm not committed on a logo idea. I've really just started this, but I collect knights, so I figure why not go with a knight shield with like maybe an L on it or maybe my name. And that's pretty much all I said. I gave them gray or silver and orange or gold and then a knight shield. Looking at the other one, you could see they asked for a few more things, but it's basically the same. They asked what games I play. I would really like if I didn't have a game-themed overlay or panels, but we'll see what they do. I wasn't too specific. And then I gave them the same thing. I remembered this time to include my YouTube name, but I gave them my socials and how it's all a little bit different, which I don't really like, but I have no choice.
avoid the absurd procrastination that we put on when it comes to going from the studio tour to the office tour, we're doing it the next day to make sure I actually get it done. So this is where I work, where most of the work is done. You saw where I do all the video shooting, but this is where the editing, the production, the social media managing, all that kind of thing is handled down here, as well as my live streaming. I mean, this is both going to be an office tour and a live streaming setup tour because they are one and the same. We're going to start in the middle with the main core area that I work. I have roughly $100 Alera Illusion chair from Amazon. No DX Racer, no nothing magic. Was affordable and is incredibly more comfortable than any of the Staples or Office Depot computer chairs I've had before. Super, super happy with this bad boy, and I'm kind of glad I didn't spend the whole $400, $500 on the DX Racer chair. I'm also as I mentioned in the studio tour, we did build out a custom desk. MDF they've served me quite well for a couple years now. I see no need to like invest in my own upgrade anytime soon, and it's going quite well. I've got webcams atop pretty much every monitor. Desk mats cover the entire desk. I've got 3 keyboards going now, as well as 3 macro pads. I've got currently, which I always swap this out, and I'm about to swap it out, the Logitech G810. I forgot the actual code name for it, but it's a Logitech, you know, glowy, light-up keyboard. My Watts Code keyboard is now a macro keyboard for all of my editing, pasting, and sound effects, and so on. This is a little wireless Bluetooth keyboard to control my tablet, which I'll show you in a minute. Genovation CP48, talk about this all the time. My main macro keypad for editing. The new addition, the Elgato Stream Deck, which has been a blast to use. I've got a ton of videos up on that. And then a Shuttle Pro, which doesn't get as much use as it should. I've got Lexar Hub for managing my SD cards, Logitech MX Master Mouse, SteelSeries Rival 200 mouse for gaming. If I do PC gaming, I sometimes swap it out. Usually have my laptop and notebook over here for when I'm doing side work, along with all the other mess. We've got sound foam up on the walls to reduce some of the echo and reverb along the shelves. We've got plenty of my toy and miniature collections, as well as some game discs and stuff up here on these shelves. Some of them have fallen down, I need to fix those. And then my beefy Synology router, which is a boss. And then we kind of start touching on the audio side of things, which get really messy. Before we do that, I've got a cat and a glowy computer under the desk. Doesn't get much better than that. He's a cutie. Computer's awesome too. So for my streaming setup, I wanted audio that could be processed live, that could be processed on the fly to save me time in production and to make live streams sound better. So I have my Electro Voice RE20 mic that I've reviewed and talked about plenty of times. But then you have my big audio rack that I've covered in plenty of videos and did dedicated videos on. For the most part, it's still the same. I have added an expansion of an AGA professional graphics card, which I'll be reviewing soon, as well as the DBX 286S processing box for my streaming headset. I touched on that briefly in the mod mic review, but I'll have dedicated video on as everything else. Recent additions are the Mackie CR3 studio monitors. I realize these are supposed to be at ear level and at certain angles. I obviously can't put them at ear level because there's stuff in the way, so this is the best I can get for now, but they sound freaking incredible. I'm super, super happy with those. And then I've also finally mounted up my 4th monitor, which is a tablet. That's a Samsung Galaxy Tab 7, back when I worked at Staples, and I have it set up with that keyboard controlling it. You pull up my Twitch chat if I'm streaming TV, pull up my movies, speakers here, and it's a little laggy because it's old, but it plays them and it can just run it through the speakers thanks to my big giant complicated mixer setup. Now we're going to reach the streaming setup side of things, which is the big thing that I've been really proud of and wanting to show off since I've been doing so much streaming lately. By the way, which I use that Sheeple Slacks 3 days a week. I've got my Chromebook set up. Is the only one that stays hooked up for the most part. My Xbox is mainly just a nice Halo-themed PS4 stand. But I've got external hard drive for my Wii U, external hard drive for the PS4. They're all routed through an HDMI switch, which then goes to an HDMI splitter, which goes to the monitor and whatever. This is the longest I've used this thing in same file cabinets I've had for over a decade now. Some of the doors, I've got gadgets that I use in my desk, some of them nothing too interesting in there. The cable management back behind everything is kind of a nightmare, but back there is where my internet modem resides, which then runs to the router, and it also runs to switch right there, and then I have a longer headphone mounts that I talked about before, and one of those producer's choice sound blankets. This is where I do my gaming, my editing, my live streaming, my production. Still using down there, not a sponsored spot. It's what I do. Over here, I have my fiance set up. She's got two 1080p monitors. C9. Is it the C920? Yeah, the original C920 webcam, HyperX Cloud 2 headset. She likes the flat keys of a basic keyboard. So basic keyboard, Logitech Proteus Core mouse, one of the best gaming mice I can recommend. And just a basic stick office chair. And then my whole computer couch before I got these sponsored ones with my FX 9590. And then we have the server rack, the $15 server rack of Legends that I talked about. And well, I have a dedicated series of it now. It's a big, giant APC net shelter, and it houses a lot of stuff. We have all of my NAS units in there, my big render server for my Cineform render volume server series. Very handy. And then mobile products that I'm awaiting to review, microphone, headset, I keep a monitor when it's the render server. CNN, sometimes the channel changes on its own. Just so I can listen to this really crappy $5 Roblox. It's supposed to light up. It doesn't.
A routine workday for JDS Industries, a company that makes trophies.
But it has a decent sound, so that was the only speaker I could usually hook up to. And I just keep some of my basic office supplies and things like that up on top, or Blu-rays that I have learned for backup, DVDs for backup, flash drives and adapters, and this is the front view of the server. So that's my Synology DS916 Plus, which is my edit bay, and then my QNAP TS451A, which I just kind of use for backup storage. My render server and the Dell Power Edge and the I'm super proud of all of the recent changes that I've made. We got monitors so I can keep an eye on things and do as much work as possible. And have a second screen basically for playing videos, monitoring a Twitter feed. I can pull up Twitch chat if I'm streaming PC games. Can do a lot with that. Got new studio monitors for speakers, so I don't have to use monitor speakers, and they sound freaking awesome. Webcams. Oh, this is, by the way, a wall mount for my Panasonic G7. I just the camera I'm using right now. Sometimes I'll do shots of me sitting in front of the computer. I just mounted up here. It's rock solid. And it's the perfect tool for a vlog kind of doing on a webcam, because we all know how bad webcams usually are. Got my audio processing rack and now an extra capture card input as well at the breakout box. Chromebook. I'm just super happy with the overall setup. So I do hope you enjoyed my office tour.